Hi dear children, in this video we are going to continue that exercise 13.2. 15th question. One card is drawn at random from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. In which of the following cases are the events E and F independent? We have three sub questions. The first one, E, the card drawn is spade. E, the card drawn is spade. And F, the card drawn is an ace. Okay, so in the first question, let E be the event. The card drawn is a spade. Okay, so total we have 52 cards and the number of spades is equal to 13. So P of E is equal to 13 by 2. And second case, P of F is equal to, total we have 52 cards and the number of ace is equal to 4. So here we have 4 by 52 and 13 by 52, that is 1 by 4, and 4 by 52, that is 1 by 13. Now what is E intersection F? E intersection F, the card should be spade and ace. Okay, so we know that we have only one spade ace card. Okay, we have only one spade ace card. So P of E intersection F is equal to 1 by 52. Now P of E into P of F is equal to 1 by 4 into 1 by 13 is equal to 1 by 52, that is equal to P of E intersection F. Okay, P of E into P of F is equal to 1 by 4 into 1 by 13, that is equal to 1 by 52. That is our P of E intersection F. So we got P of E intersection F is equal to P of E into P of F. Therefore, the first case E and F are independent. Now, second sub question E. The card drawn is black. The card drawn is black. And F, the card drawn is a king. The card drawn is a king. And P of E, total we have 52 cards and number of black cards is equal to 26. That is equal to 1 by 2. Now P of F, total we have 52 cards and number of kings is equal to 4. So 4 by 52, that is 1 by 13. Now E intersection F, the card drawn is a king of black color. E intersection F, the card drawn is king of black color. The card drawn is a king of black color. And we know that we have two sets of black color cards. So we have two kings. So P of E intersection F is equal to 2 by 52. That is equal to 1 by 26. We have two king of black color. So P of E intersection F is equal to 2 by 52. That is equal to 1 by 26. Now P of E into P of F is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 3, 1 by 13. 1 by 2 into 1 by 13, that is equal to 1 by 26 is equal to P of E intersection F. So we got P intersection F is equal to P of E into P of F. Therefore, E and F are independent events. Now third sub question. E, the card drawn is a king or queen. The card drawn is a king or queen. And F, the card drawn is a queen or jack. The card drawn is a king or queen. That is our E. When P of E, total we have 52 cards, and king, 4 kings we have and 4 queens we have. So total 8. King, number of king is equal to 8. Number of queens is equal to, number of kings is equal to 4. Number of queens is equal to 4. So total king or queen cards is equal to 8. So 8 by 52, that is 2 by 30. And here king, 4 cards are there, and jack also we have 4 cards. So total 8 by 52, that is equal to 2 by 30. Now E intersection F, the card drawn is a queen. E intersection F, that means we need to get the common element in E and F, that is queen, right? So E intersection F, the card drawn is a queen. Okay, now P of E intersection F is equal to 4 by 52 is equal to 1 by 13. 4 by 52 is equal to 1 by 13. Now P of E into P of F is equal to 2 by 13 into 2 by 13 is equal to 4 by 169, not equal to P of E intersection F. P of E into P of F is equal to 2 by 13 into 2 by 13 equal to 4 by 169, not equal to P of E intersection F. Therefore, in this case, E and F are not independent. 14th question. Probability of solving specific problem independently by A and B are 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 respectively. If both try to solve the problem independently, find the probability that the problem is solved. Exactly one of them solves the problem. Okay, P of A is given, that is 1 by 2. P of B is also given. 14th question. P of A is equal to 1 by 2 and P of B is equal to 1 by 3. The probability of solving the problem by A is equal to 1 by 2 and B is equal to 1 by 3. Now P of A dash is equal to, we know that is P of 1 minus P of A. P of A dash is equal to 1 minus P of A, that is equal to 1 minus, A dash means complement, 1 minus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. Now P of B complement is equal to 1 minus P of B, that is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 3. Now the first question is, the problem is solved. Okay, the problem is solved. That means P of A union B. P of A union B. That means A solved the problem or B solved the problem. Okay, problem is solved means either A solved the problem or B solved the problem. Okay, that is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. And this is equal to P of A is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 minus P of A intersection B. This A and B are independently trying to solve. So A and B are independent even. So we can write it as P of A into P of B. Okay, now this is 5 by 6 minus P of A, that is 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. 1 by 2 into 1 by 3, that is equal to 5 by 6 minus 1 by 6 is equal to 4 by 6 is equal to 2 by 3. So the problem is solved. The probability of solving the problem is equal to 2 by 3. P of A union B means either A solved the problem or B solved the problem. A solved the problem or B solved the problem. That is P of A union B, and P of that is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. A and B are independently trying to solve the problem. So P of A intersection B, we can write it as P of A into P of B. Now just replace that values. We will get it as 2 by 3. Now second question. Second question, P of exactly one of them solve the problem. Exactly one of them solve the problem. Okay, that is P of A solve or and B not solve plus P of A not solve and B solve. Exactly one of them solve means either A solve and B not solve, or A not solve and B solve. This is P of A solve and that is intersection not B, that is B complement, plus P of A not solve, that is A complement intersection B. Okay, P of A intersection B complement plus P of A complement intersection B. Here we have not with B, that is B complement, and here it is A not solve or not A solve. Okay, that is A complement. Since A and B are independent events, by using example 13, if A and B are independent events, then A and A complement, B complement are independent. A complement and B are independent. A complement and B complement are independent. If A and B are independent events, then A and B complement independent. A complement and B independent. A complement and B complement are independent. This is by using example number 13. So A and B are independent, then A and B complement independent. So we can write it as P of A into P of B complement. Plus, if A and B are independent, then A complement and B independent. Then we can write it as P of A complement into P of B. Okay. Then P of A, that is 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6 is equal to 3 by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. So the probability of exactly one of them solve is equal to 1 by 2. Listen carefully. P of exactly one of them solve. Exactly one of them solve means either A solve and B not solve, or not A solve and B solve. A solve A, not B, that is B complement, and here we have and, so intersection. Not A complement, and become intersection and B. Okay. Now by using example number 13, if A and B are independent events, then A and B complement, A complement and B, A complement and B complement are independent events. So we can write it as P of A into P of B complement plus P of A complement into P of A. Now just substitute the values, we will get it as 1 by 2. Okay. Now next question, 13th question. 2 balls are drawn at random with a replacement from a box containing 10 black and 8 red balls. Find the probability that first one, both balls are red. Second one, first ball is black and second ball is red. Third one of them is black and the other is red. Okay, this experiment is actually with the replacement. Okay, two balls are drawn at random with the replacement from a box containing 10 black balls and 8 red balls. Box containing 10 black balls and 8 red balls. Then first sub question. In that first sub question, we need to find both balls are red. Both balls are red. So the first one, P of both balls are red is equal to, that means total we have 10 plus 8, 18 balls. First ball is red, 8 by 18. And this experiment is with a replacement. That means if we took one ball, we will replace that ball. Okay. So 8 by 18. First ball. The second ball is also total. Now we have 18. And the number of red balls is 8. 8 by 18. That is 16 by 81. 16 by 81. Since this experiment is with replacement, so the number of balls in the bag is always 18 and number of red balls is always 8 and number of black balls is always 10. Because if we took one ball, we will put that ball again back to that box. Okay. Now second one is probability of getting black ball first. Probability of getting black ball first and red ball second. Okay, so this is equal to, number of black balls is equal to 10. So 10 by 18 into number of red balls is 8. So 8 by 18 is equal to 20 by 81. 20 by 81. Now the last one, third one. One of them is black and the other is red. One of them is black and the other is red. So P of one black and other red. Okay, this means the first one is black and second ball red, or means plus will come. Okay, or P of first ball red and second ball black. Okay, we are taking only two balls. So one of them is black and the other one is red, means first one black and second one red, or first one red and second one black. Okay, here we have or, so that's why I put plus. Now this is equal to, if we have and then multiplication, if we have or then addition. Okay, first ball black, so that is 10 by 18 and so into red ball 8 by 18 plus 8 by 18 into 10 by 18. This is equal to 40 by 81. Okay. So third question, one ball is black and the other one is red, which means the first one is black and the second one is red. Or we have one more case, that or we will represent it by plus. Now first one is red and second one is black. If we have and, that means multiplication, or if it is in set notation, then it is intersection. Okay, so 10 by 18 into 8 by 18 plus 8 by 18 into 10 by 18, that is 40 divided by 81.